Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. I got him, you got him, we got him. Comic issues, yeah!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Mystery Review, the show where the comics are chosen by you. So here we have a list, and in this list we have letters and numbers. The letter corresponds to a box in my collection, and the number corresponds to how many comics are in that box. The number in the parentheses are numbers that have already been selected and reviewed. So if you want to have your comic put on the list, on the wheel to spin for the list, all you got to do is select a letter and a number less than the number to the right of the letter. Put it in the comments down below. We'll put it on the wheel, do a spin, and the winner gets their comic picked, and we'll do a review on it. I know you want to do it, so go ahead and do it. Hey guys, just got done filming another antique mystery bag video since the first one was so fun. So that's why I'm wearing the same clothes. I'm wearing my cool private eye detective hat because I feel it in my bones that this is going to be a whatever's on the wheel this week is going to be good for this hat. This hat's going to be good for that comic. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries this week. Awesome. And I think I'm going to turn this into a weekly show. As you noticed, that Sunday we didn't have an episode, and that's because the summertime's here, and man, am I busy. It's hard to get one done during the weekend. It takes a lot longer to edit these episodes than it does a haul video. So maybe I'll just throw an extra haul video in there or something. Because I have to clip all, take all those pictures of the comics and clip them all down and do a lot of research, and then I got to read and try to remember everything, and it just takes a long time. Anyways, yeah, I got a new dog too. Got a new dog named a Rogue. Maybe I'll present her in the next video or something if you guys want to see her. But she is a Pomsky, which is a Pomeranian Husky. So yeah, she's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, let's spin this wheel, guys. Spin this wheel. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, spinning. Where's it going to stop? Where's it going to stop? Oh, Gray Man wins it. I'm going to say it. Gray Man wins it with a Q5. Q5 wins. And we're back with the comic. Here it is. Let's pull it out and see what it is. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Ooh, Luke Cage. Number 168. So this comic I bought because this is a horror movie cover homage to The Descent. So I think that's The Descent is what that's to. It might not be. It might be The Cave. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah. So let's get into it. So Luke Cage, number 168. What do I have to say about it? Not much. There's not much to this one. The art kind of sucks. It's very, I shouldn't say sucks, because it's still better than I can do, but it's not what I enjoy. Let's say that. It's very sketchy. Very looks like storyboarding, really, and somebody just decided to color the storyboarding. The color is not really that great. Yeah, not much good to say about this comic. The cover's done by Raza, which is really cool. I like the cover a lot. But yeah, so this was written by David F. Walker. He's done about 198 comics, most notably Bitterroot, and he's also worked on Power Man, Iron Fist. And the art is done by Guillermo Sanna, S-A-N-N-A. He's done about 40-something issues, and he's notable for Strangelands, Bullseye, and Straightjacket. So we got that, and so our story begins it tells you a little bit of backstory about what's going on, because I think this is a several-parter, and we're right in the middle of it. So Luke Cage is coming back from New Orleans, and he decides to stop and have some lunch at this little diner in this little town, and something happens to him, and he falls asleep, and he wakes up in jail. And the reason he wakes up in jail is because the ringmaster has really put this whole town under his control, and what happens is while Luke Cage is in there, he's just waiting for arraignment or whatever, and this guy named Acosta gets accosted, and Luke Cage, being the guy he is, steps in and helps him out. And while that's going on, he gets sent down into the hole. So the hole in this story is actually a hole. It's a mine. They send the bad prisoners down to the hole and make them mine for stuff. So our story begins, and we see here this is 20 years ago, and they are burying some sludge and stuff, and this is all radioactive chemicals. So they're burying that, and we see then it was 10 years. We jump ahead 10 years, and we see 10 years ago they start building over top of this, right? And they're doing soil samples and stuff, and you see here that the engineer says, you know what, guess I got to call in a favor because these soil samples are very hazardous. But we're going to build this anyways because it's going to be a jail, and it's not going to be a daycare. So, or a children's hospital. So he's okay with doing it. I guess the governor passes it through, and the jail gets built. And then we go 18 months ago, and we see here this guy gets put in jail, and he's, you know, I shouldn't be here. I'm actually a ringmaster of a circus. So we see it's the ringmaster, and see what I mean about the art here. It's not very good. It looks like it took 5 minutes to do this thing. But his name is Maynard Tilbert, the ringmaster, a master of hypnotism, circus of crime. So the warden, he doesn't care about it, so he says you guys have to talk about the warden about that. And all of a sudden, the ringmaster gets this super huge headache, and his eyes just turn pink. And we shoot 18 months in the future to bring us to present day, and we see Luke Cage here and Mr. Acosta down in the depths of the mine, and they are mining for, they don't even know what they're mining for, but they're saying that people that get sent down here after working for several days or weeks, they just they're never heard from again. So that's what's frightening him about down here, not the work. We go back up above the crust, and we see here that the ringmaster has taken over the whole town. He's got them all hypnotized, and he's making them just go about their lives and don't worry about anything coming from, you know, the prison and all this stuff, so that he can he's just controlling the whole town, really. The ringmaster then, after controlling everybody, he just falls down like James Brown, and they come over with, you know, a cape and put around him, and he's like, man, this is really taking it out of me, trying to control this whole town. I need a recharge. So he needs a little siesta. Anyways, we go back down below, and we see Luke Cage here, and he starts, you know, digging up this stuff, and he's like, hey, you ever see any dirt like this? This is crazy. And Acosta's like, no, don't mess with that, man. That's what's making everybody sick down here, we think. And there's a dude that he's losing his hair, digging right beside him, and he just starts coughing. So he falls down and starts choking up blood, and Luke Cage is like, you know, get a doctor. And the guards are like, you know, we're not gonna call a doctor. It's too late for that. So we go back up to above ground, and one of the prisoners is hauling a wheelbarrow full of this green sludgy stuff that Luke Cage was talking about on the end of his shovel. So he hands it off to the guards, and the guards take the wheelbarrow and they take it into a laboratory where there's doctors in there and or scientists, and they are making up some kind of concoction. And here we see the ringmaster is talking about to him, and he's saying he needs a recharge. So what they're doing is they're mining all this stuff and turning it into some kind of thing, and they're putting it in a syringe, and I guess this is going to recharge the ringmaster, because here you see this huge friggin' brain on the top of his head. It's just like growing out like Megamind, and he's got that little circle in the middle, and that's where they're going to inject that needle, and that's gross. But this is my panel pick. This is probably the best art in the whole book besides the cover, or some of the ad inserts. But yeah, and then this is not even that great. I mean, the shading's really bad. It's just, I just don't care for this art at all. But that's what I picked out of the whole book. So we go back down underground, and Luke Cage is pleading with this guard, do not shoot this guy. You know, he's not a dead man yet. He's like, oh yeah, well, there's no saving this poor sap, and then boom, nails him down, and yeah, Luke Cage is about to go off on him. Mr. Acosta's like, no, I don't want to see anybody else shot. I don't want to lose my best friend. And he's like, just go with it. So they do go with it, and the guards are like, okay, that's better. Pick this guy up and follow us. So they take him down to this cavern, and in this cavern there's just mounds everywhere. And here we see what's going on. This is all the bodies of the previous prisoners, so they want them to bury this guy that just died. And so they give Luke this shovel, and he's about to bury him, and he says no, turns around, whacks this dude right in the face, knocks him for a loop, knocks the gun out of his hand, and with the shovel. And another guard in turn shoots Luke Cage, but you know Luke Cage can't be damaged by bullets, so they bounce off of him, and miraculously they just hit the supports holding up the roof of this big cavern, and crack them in two, and then so the whole cavern starts to collapse. And that's where we end, guys. Luke Cage jumps on Mr. Acosta, and all the rubble falls on him. And the next issue, here we see, buried alive? Maybe. Okay, so what do I give this comic? A C minus, maybe a D. Probably the lowest comic I've done. A little bit better than that Hawkman, but yeah, I don't want to know what happens here. I don't care if they get out of the rubble. Yeah, this is like, yeah, bad. On the Swayze scale of things, this is not even, I can't even put it just on the Swayze scale, because Swayze would never appear in a movie like this. But anyways, that's it, guys, and we'll see you next week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, get your name on that wheel. Let's get it spun. So be good to yourselves, guys, and we'll see you next time.